Good morning, students. This video is for the students of class 7, subject mathematics, chapter number 5, lines and angles, and this is last lecture of this chapter, that is lecture number 6. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the remaining questions of exercise 5.2. So let us start with question number 5 of exercise 5.2. So students, this is exercise 5.2, question number 5. What is given? In the given figure, the arms of two angles are parallel. Okay, it means here we have this angle, formation of this angle and formation of this angle. Okay, and this angle is made up of these two arms, and this angle, that is angle E, is made up of these two arms. It is given that AB is parallel to DE, okay, and BC is parallel to EF. This is given in the statement that the arms of two angles, this is the meaning that AB is parallel to DE and BC is parallel to EF. This is given in the question. One more thing is given, that is if angle ABC is 70 degree, it means this angle is also given, that is 70 degree. Then we have to find angle DGC. In first part we have to find angle DGC. So let us find out where is angle DGC in the figure. So DGC. So here we have to find this angle. Okay. So as we know, these are two corresponding angles because they are at matching position. If I am taking these two parallel lines AB and DG, or you can say DE, these are the two parallel lines, and in this case I am taking this as transversal because this transversal is intersecting these two lines. Okay, transversal means it is a line which intersect two lines at two different points. So this is BC is intersecting DE and AB at point B and G. It means these are corresponding angles. So this is also 70 degree because it is given that lines are parallel. So how you will write the solution? Angle DGC is equal to 70 degree. Why? Because of corresponding angles. Because in this diagram, AB is parallel to DG and BC is acting as a transversal. So whenever the lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are equal. Okay, that's why angle DGC, the value of angle DGC is 70 degree. Okay, now come to second part. Second part we are having is we have to find DEF. Where is DEF? So DEF, it means we have to find this angle. Okay, now it is given that BC is parallel to EF because in question it is given that arms of two angles are parallel. That simply means BC is parallel to EF. Okay, these two are parallel lines and this line is intersecting these two lines. In this case, this line DE is intersecting these two lines. Okay, so it means this is a transversal. So can you find out the places of these two angles? If these are two parallel lines and this is a transversal, so these angles are, again these are corresponding angles. So I can write that angle DEF is also 70 degree. Why? Because of corresponding angles, as BC is parallel to EF and DE is acting as a transversal. Okay, so this is also 70 degree. How you will write this? As DGC is 70 degree, this we have calculated from first part. DGC is 70 degree. So DEF, that is also 70 degree. This is the angle DEF, this is also 70 degree because these are corresponding angles. Okay, in this case BC is parallel to EF and DE is a transversal. So same I have written, DEF is 70 degree because of corresponding angles, as FE is parallel to BC and DE is acting as a transversal. Okay, so this is your question number 5. Now this is question number 6. In the given figure, decide whether L is parallel to M. It means we have to find that L is parallel to M or not. Okay, it means either we can prove that alternate angles are equal, or we can prove one of the pair of corresponding angles are equal, or you can prove alternate exterior angles are equal, or you can say sum of co-interior angles is 180 degree. You have to prove one condition among these 4 conditions for proving the lines to be parallel. Again I am explaining. For proving lines to be parallel, you have to prove one of the following condition. Either you can prove one pair of corresponding angles are equal, or you can prove alternate interior angles are equal, or you can prove alternate exterior angles are equal, or fourth one is either you can prove the sum of interior angle on the same side of transversal are supplementary, or this is same as co-interior angles. The sum of co-interior angles must be 180. So in this case I am taking one case, that is co-interior. I will prove that I will check either the sum of co-interior angles is 180 or no. So which are co-interior angles? Co-interior, as the name suggests, they must be together and the interior angles. Okay, together means same side of transversal and they must be interior angles. Okay, so here this is the diagram given. So I can find that this angle 126 and 44, these are co-interior angles because they are inside the lines, they are in between the lines and on one side of the transversal. Okay, so they are co-interior. So I will check the sum of these 2 angles. Okay, so how you have to write? As line L is parallel to M and this N is a transversal, here it will be N. Because these are the 2 lines, we have to prove that these are parallel. We have to check either these are parallel or not. So these are 2 parallel lines and these are 2 lines, not parallel. Parallel we have to prove. These are 2 lines and this line is intersecting these 2 lines at 2 points. So it means N is a transversal. Okay. So L and M are 2 lines. Okay. So this is lines. L and M are 2 lines and N is acting as a transversal. So I will sum these angles and these are co-interior angles. If their sum comes out to be 180, then we can say the lines are parallel, otherwise not. Okay, you have to check the sum of co-interior angles. If it will be 180, then lines are parallel, otherwise no. So I will check their sum. So 126 plus 44 degree, that will give you 170 degree. That is not equal to 180 degree. Okay, so we come to know that as sum of co-interior angles is always 180 whenever the lines are parallel. This we have learned in condition of parallelism, that whenever the lines are parallel, then sum of co-interior angle must be supplementary, and supplementary means 180 degree. So as sum of co-interior angles is 180, but here in this case the sum is 170, so line L is not parallel to M. Okay, just to prove lines are parallel or not, you can prove lines are parallel or not by 4 ways. Okay, here I have explained one. Here I have written one way. You can prove lines to be parallel by any of the way. Okay, here I am only explaining how you can prove. So this is the diagram. Okay, if this angle is 126, can I find this angle? Can I find this angle? Yes, I can find, because they both forming a linear pair. Okay, so if I am taking this as x, so it will be 126 degree plus x is equal to 180 because of linear pair. So x will be 180 minus 126 degree. Okay, and this is by how? linear pair. So 180 minus 126 is equal to 54. Okay, this is 54. So we will get this value as 54. Now 54 and 44 are acting as a corresponding angles. So they must be equal whenever the lines are parallel. But here in this case they are not equal. So we can say the lines are not parallel. Okay. Same way, either you can prove alternate interior angles are unequal, or you can prove alternate exterior angles are unequal. Okay, any one of the way you can follow. Here I have just applied sum of co-interior angle is not 180, so the lines are not parallel. Okay, so this is one part. Now come to second part. So this is the second part. This is diagram is of second part. We have to prove that line L is parallel to M. We have to decide whether L is parallel to M. Okay. So always just to get away from the confusion, just always do co-interior angle sum. Okay. So here, if these are the two lines. So this is one interior angle and this will be the second co-interior angle, because these two angles are inside the line. It means interior, and together. Co means together. It means same side of the transversal. Okay, so if I will add the measurement of this angle and this angle, if it comes out to be 180, then the lines are parallel, otherwise not. So I don't know the value of this angle. So first I have to calculate it. So how I will find the value? So these two lines are intersecting and this is 75 degree. Okay, so these two angles are, what kind of angles are these? These are vertically opposite angles, and we know that whenever two straight lines intersect, vertically opposite angles are always equal. So this is also 75 degree. Okay, this angle is also 75 degree because of vertically opposite angle. So I am giving this angle name as angle 1. Okay, this angle, this I am giving name. So directly you have to write angle 1 equal to 75 degree. Reason will be vertically opposite angles. Okay, now you have to do the sum of co-interior angles. Now these are two co-interior angles, 75 degree plus 75 degree, that is equal to 5, 5, 10 and 7, 7, 14. This is 150 degree, which is not equal to 180 degree. If the sum comes out to be 180, then we can say that sum of co-interior angle is 180. Here in this case, sum of co-interior angle is 150. So the lines are not parallel. So what you will write at the end? As sum of co-interior angles is not 180. So the lines are not parallel. Okay, so L is not parallel to M. This is the sign of parallel, not parallel to M. Okay, so here I have added the co-interior angles. Okay, I don't know, one of the co-interior angle is not given. So I have just calculated by applying the property of the lines that vertically opposite angles are equal. If this is 75 degree, so this will also be 75 degree. Now these two are known as co-interior angles. I will check their sum. This is 150, which is not equal to 180, and we know that if lines are parallel, then sum is always 180 degree. So the lines are not parallel. Okay. Now third part, orally I am explaining. Okay, so if these lines I have to prove to be parallel or not, we have to decide. Okay, so if this is inside the angle, so co-interior angle, second angle to make the co-interior angle will be this one. Okay, so first I have to find this. So this will be also 57 degree. Write this as angle 1. So angle 1 is equal to 57 degree. Okay, by vertically opposite. This I explained in the previous part. Now you have to add them. 57 degree plus 123 degree. If the sum comes out to be 180, then we can say lines are parallel. Otherwise, no. Okay, same way you have to write, just you have to sum up the co-interior angles. If the sum comes out to be 180, then lines are parallel, otherwise no. Okay, so you can do it yourself. I had explained this. Now come to this fourth part. Here, this is interior angle. Okay, this is inside the line. So I need this for forming the co-interior angle. So if this is 70 degree, 72 degree, this will also be 72 degree because they are vertically opposite angles. Then you have to sum these. If their sum comes out to be 180, then the lines are parallel. Okay, because they are co-interior. And if the sum of co-interior angles is 180, then and only then lines are parallel. And in these cases, I am just proving the co-interior angle sum is either 180 or not. Okay, you can apply any one of the method which I have explained in first part. So this is the completion of chapter. Now come to the homework you have to do question number 5, 6, all parts of exercise 5.2 in homework notebook, and you have to learn the namings of the angles made by transversal. Okay, tomorrow I will provide you the summary of the chapter with assignment, and on Tuesday, that is on 21st July, you have the test of this chapter. Okay, so side by side revise the chapter also and prepare for the test. On Tuesday I will take the test. Okay, so this is all about lecture number 6. Thank you so much.